Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com. I hope you're having a fantastic day. What we're going to be learning right now is Carrickfergus, which is a Celtic folk song, and it comes from this incredible book, which you can get from all major online retailers, I can imagine, throughout the world. It's also got another song that I've done called Scarborough Fair, and Danny Boy, which is another classic. But this is a really great book, fingerstyle instrumental. The tab is in here. You won't be able to find it on my site, so make sure you grab the book. I'll leave a link in the video description so you can get that. Let's start learning how to play it. So as I mentioned, grab the book called Fingerpicking Celtic Folk. It is fantastic, and I'm going to be referencing and quoting from it quite a bit as we go. Now, if you're going to be doing fingerstyle guitar, you need to know the fingerstyle rule. When I start saying thumb on things, thumb always means either the E, A, or the D string, the top three strings of the instrument. Index means the G, middle means the B, and ring means the E. So if I start saying these fingers, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, now I'm going to be breaking it down probably 4 bars at a time. I'll be doing it slowly and then taking you roughly through what I'm doing. Just giving you pointers, really. To be honest with you, to pick up a song like this, you do need to know how to read the tab. But I'm certainly going to help you a lot with the rhythm as we go. So here's the first 4. Okay, so we're starting with 3rd fret on the thickest string, okay, making a G, and we're just basically using other fingers to dress up that G as we go. So thumb on thickest, thumb on index, thumb on D, index, then I'm hammering on, that little loop over the music means I'm hammering from open B to 1st fret on B, then pinky finger on 3. Why am I using harder fingers? Because we want this bass note to keep ringing throughout the bar. Back on thickest, index on 1, then thumb on D. Okay. Then lift up, leave the ring where it is, pinch that, thumb and B, thumb on thickest, then open on D, and hammer to the 2nd fret on the D string with the middle finger. Then open on G, thumb on D, thickest. It's really important to get the rhythm right there. It's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay. And then we're basically doing the same thing as bar 1. And then bar 4 coming up, 2nd line, it's the same thing as we were doing in bar 2, but we're hammering now on the G string with the middle finger, not the D string. Then middle, index, thumb on D. And then those 2 little dots mean we go back to the beginning. So here I am going round in a circle. Now this time we miss out bracketed 1 or bar 4 and we go instead to bar 5 where it says bracketed 2. And that is still sticking with this thickest string, pinching thumb and B, index, thumb on thickest, little finger on 3 on the E string. And again with it, we pluck it twice, then 2nd fret. All the while leaving that ring finger there, that hasn't moved to the whole song. Good. A minor chord next for bars 6. Pinch, thumb on A, middle and ring. Thumb on A, index, thumb, ring, middle, index. So if you do all that whilst holding down an A minor, you'll be sweet. On to the next line. Open on D, 2nd fret on G, open on B, 1st fret on B, 3rd fret on B, open on D. I'll do that again. Once again, the rhythm here, pay attention to it. It's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. That's going into the next bar, okay? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and bar, back to our 3rd fret on thickest string, pinching thumb and middle finger, bass note again, then open. If I say bass, that always just means whatever the bass note is of the chord. For a G chord it would be this, for a C it would be this, D it would be open, E would be open. Then thickest string on 3, then 2 on the thickest string. Let's get another thing here for rhythm. We go 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So those 2 bars, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Then move to an E minor chord, okay? Thumb on thickest, thumb on A, thumb on D, open on G, close that G down to 2nd fret with the little finger. So we don't need to, you could ring your ring, but use your little. Then open on B string. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, back to A minor chord for top of the next page. So pinching, bass note and middle finger, then thumb on bass, then thumb on D. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and then this next part. So this is where your fretting will be tested a little bit. Now at first I was thinking, well, we could go open 4 like this, because this note is a D, the string below it is also a D, so why do you need to hold down 5 and do that 4? Well, the reason is we want these notes to ring throughout the bar. That's what we want. But if you do find that difficult, you could just go open on D, fret 4 on D, so take out that 5 and make it an open D string. But I quite like the challenge of using ring and pinky and ring finger. Okay, then to the next bar. 3rd fret, back on our thickest string, pinching thumb and index finger. Then thumb on D, thumb. So that should seem very familiar. That's just like the opening bar of the song, but we're starting on a pinch on thumb on thickest and index. Okay, then next bar, keep going. So we've already done this before as well. This is the same as bar 5. So that's pinch, B, G, thumb on thickest, little finger, 3rd fret. Then we've got this little 2, 3, 2 as a flick off. So we go 2nd fret, hammer to 3rd fret, then flick away to 2nd fret. So it's, I'm not picking it. Back to A minor, pinching thumb, middle and ring. This is the same as bar 6. This bar is the same as bar 7. This is the same as bar as 8. So as we go to the E minor, this is now bottom of page 11, middle bar. We go. So you just need to check your rhythm here. Okay, so this is to highlight the melody of the song. It's done as a triplet. So we take an E minor, we go thickest string, thumb on A, thumb on D, open on G, 2nd on G, open on D. But the beat is 1, 2 and triplet, 1, 2 and triplet. And the rhythm in the other part, in bar 9 is 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Whereas the bar in this one is 1, 2 and triplets. To A minor, this is the same. It's a little bit different. Pinching, thumb and middle, thumb on A, thumb on D twice. If you're making A minor, you'll be naturally holding down that 2. Then playing the 2, and you could flick it off, but they've written it as picking it. So you go 2 on G, open on G, then turning the page. We're at this 5-4 again. Now you could, as I told you, do it this way. So you've learned that already. And you've learned this already. And then things start to change. So then we're going into the bridge. So this is the top of page 12, 3rd bar over. We're pinching thumb and G. thumb and index, sorry, then D, pinky on 3rd fret on the B string, play that twice, then move the pinky down to the thinnest string, then put it back on the B. I suppose you could do it as a folk G, but I haven't been doing that and I don't know why. Anyway, we then go up to 5 with the little finger, and then we're into the bridge, which is the water is wide. This is the word wide. So it's 7th fret on the thinnest string, 8th fret on the B, 9th fret on the G. It's based on an F major 7 chord, if you know that well. Just move that down to the thinnest strings and slide it up to fret 7. You're going to have to learn that chord shape well because it's a big movement, as you can see. We pinch that. Thumb on the thickest, index, middle and ring. It's an E minor basically. Thumb on thickest, index, middle, ring, middle. So if you've got your chord held down, that plays itself. 2 and 3 and 4. Then play thickest string, move this index, don't lift it up, but down to fret 5. Then ring finger on fret 7, then pinky on fret 8, then back to fret 7. Notice I didn't move my index or ring finger there. Notice that thickest string is ringing throughout, and that's what you're really looking for with a lot of fingerstyle. And the rhythm there is 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Leave the 5 where it is. Ring and pinky finger doing squish together like you would if you were doing a bar chord actually, on the 7th fret on the D and the G string on fret 9. Thumb on the D, index, middle and ring, and do a pinch. Then thumb on D, and then use that time to move down to fret 3 on the B. I'm using ring finger for that. Then middle ring. I mean, really it's a D chord there that you could change to. 2nd fret on G, then back to that 3rd fret. Then sort of a D suspended 4th really, but I go thickest on D, 2nd fret on G, ring and pinky wedged together on 3rd fret on B and E, pick those down the strings, D, G, B, up to 5 with the little finger, because that's what was in contact with fret 3, so slide that up, then make that 7, 8, 9 shape that we learned before, that E minor, pinch it, just like we did in the bar above. And that's exactly the same as the bar above that, so you've already learnt that. Same with this. But there's a little bit of different picking pattern this time. So we stick with the 5 and 7. So we've got 5, 7, 7. Pinch it, D, G, B and E. Thumb on D, index, middle, index. Then back down to a D chord, thumb on D, index, thumb, middle, sorry. Ring on the 2. Use the little finger to do 3 on the thinnest string. Play that twice, then come it back to 2. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm just going to recap the bridge and play it very slowly. Okay, so we're going to go from here. Okay, good. Now we're at the top of page 13 in the book. Make an A minor, pinch, thumb on A string, middle and ring. 1, then thumb on A, index on the G, thumb on A, ring, middle, index. If you've got your A minor down, that will take care of itself. Open on D, 2nd fret on G, open on B, 1st fret on B, 3rd fret on B, open on G. Back to our 3rd fret on thickest, which is the key of the song in G, pinching thumb and middle finger, thumb on bass, index, thumb on D, thumb on bass, 2nd fret on bass, open on thickest string to make an E minor. Then Now we've already learnt that bar in a previously. So this is an E minor going one, thumb on thickest, thumb on A, thumb on D, open on G, second on G, open on B. Triplets, remember that rhythm? A minor, pinching A and B string, thumb on A, thumb on D twice, then second fret, open on G. I like to do it as a flick off, but they have it as picked. Then 5 with little finger on A, 4 with ring finger on D, open on G, second on G, and then back to the beginning of the song. So you'll notice there's another repeat symbol there at the bottom of page 13 with a bracketed 1. So that then means we go back to the first page and back to the word where it says verse, which is bar 6. I'm not going to play it all through, just for the sake of time. So we then repeat all the way through, and then this time, when we get to page 13, and we do this 5-4, open, 2, open, instead of doing bracketed 1, which is the bottom 2 bars of page 13, we do the last bar of page 13. Which is all the same, really, but it's just got this little run that goes like this. We go second, hammer to 3, and flick to 2. So we play 2, hit our ring finger into 3, then flick it away. It's actually quite a challenging thing to do on the thickest string. But that's what we're looking for. Okay, over the page, onto the home straight. E minor played with that same triplet rhythm. 1, 2, and triplet. A minor, which you've already learnt. It's just a bit strange, this bar, because you do lift up the index finger of the A minor, and then you've got your 5-4, which we've already learnt. This, which we've already learnt. So that's the same as the, let's call it the bracketed 2 that we did on the page before. Same as before, E minor with triplet. So this bar with the A minor, a little bit different. We go pinch, thumb and middle, thumb on D, thumb on A, thumb on D. Then we'd flick off from fret 1, then open on fret on the G. So we have to kind of deconstruct the A minor. Then 5-4, open 2. Or you could go open on D, 4 on D, open, 2 on G. This time, C chord, first time we've had it, pinch, thumb and index finger. Then thumb on D, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb. Then I'm sorry to say B minor, for those of you who might have been hoping to shelter from bar chords. Thumb on A, thumb on D, index, middle, ring, middle, lift up on the B string. A minor pinching A and E string, then middle, index, ring, then D chord with the same picking pattern, slowing in the melody down, then G. Now in the music it's written as this, with a strum of a G at the end. But I've already slowed down so much, I'll just do a half bar there. 1 and 2 and 3. So there you go, Carrickfergus. Hope you've enjoyed it. Well done for hanging in on the lesson. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back to certain parts of this lesson, drag it, watch it again, watch it again. It is a lot of music to condense into just a 20-minute lesson. So enjoy, make it a big fingerstyle project for you. Keep on playing and see you again for another lesson.